everyone, thanks for joining us. Back here, of course, with Farshad, we got some updates. Wanted to talk about the past news release, and talk about, potentially some other stuff. Now everyone's aware of it. We announced, of course, last week on the video that you expected assays within, 3-4 weeks, give or take. Is that still the plan?
I tell you what I've done. I didn't sit down to just wait for the queue that we are in this lab. We tried other labs, believe it or not, as far as Mississauga. We tried to move the samples from this lab to the other one. I found out there's no difference. Even those guys in Ontario are really busy. I'm confident of what we have drilled. That's why I want it to be out ASAP. In the coming weeks, we're going to be aggressively following up on that and get them to give us the samples and send them to the shareholders.
Still in queue, so still expecting the kind of same time frame. You looked for others, but hey, here's an interesting question. And I see it pop up sometimes in the group. HUD Bay helped you guys make this 3D IP. How did that deal even go down? Maybe a little bit of storytelling would be cool.
My wish came true, some indirectly. I never had the money, or the company didn't have the money to do that kind of very expensive IP and geology study and all full-blown, more than half a dozen PhDs on the top-notch scale of the exploration side of it come and work on this one. They did work on it, and once I saw it, believe it or not, I said, I wish I could get the property back. Now I know what to do with it. And luck, they had to walk away from exploration projects altogether. And believe it or not, I see their geologists, their exploration team all the time, even right now, they're praising this project. They love this project. So once we got lucky and we got the project back, then that's where we started.
Yeah. Obviously we announced the depth you guys got to, after going through or hitting the fault on the first hole. You drill the second hole, still hit the fault, but on a much lower depth, right of almost 1,000 meters. And now what's happening?
Something I want to point out to the previous news release that basically investors out there should have paid a good attention. Look at that piece of the core, because we saw the visible gold. This is a part of the whole 972 meters. And that was very significant for us to realize what it is in there.
A lot of people are asking, news flow, right? We sat here in the dark a little bit, that's what they're saying, for a few months without any drilling updates. And then of course, boom, 1,000-meter hole. For people that are saying, hey, Farshad usually plays his cards close to his chest, can we see more news, on how often? What's your response to some of those people?
Really, right now, we're coming to the end of this year. And as we come, there's a squeeze of all these materials that they're going to materialize. And I believe we're going to come up with periodic good news flow throughout this year. We're going to have lots of them. I'm, looking at them. I can see them coming right now.
You're saying you expect this year, still with a month left in 2020, but you can see some good amount of news coming within the next couple weeks.
Absolutely.